Okay, we're going to go over practice set 3-1 now, and we'll start with the first proof. Of course, in a proof, the first thing you do is write out the given information. So the given information is that angle ABC and angle CBD are complementary. We're also given some information over here in the picture, and that information is that angle ABC is x plus 25 and angle CBD is x. Alright, once you write out the given information, which is always the first step, you make some conclusions from what's given. Well, if I know ABC and CBD are complementary, then I can say the measure of angle ABC added to the measure of angle CBD is equal to 90 by the definition of complementary angles. Then after that, I can use substitution to make that into an equation, because I already know that measure of angle ABC is x plus 25, so I can substitute x plus 25 in for the measure of angle ABC, and x is CBD, so I can substitute in x. So I have the equation x plus 25 plus x equals 90, and that is the substitution property. Alright, and then it's solving the equation from there. You would start by simplifying, adding your like terms together. You get 2x plus 25 equals 90, so that's simplify. Step 5, after you've subtracted 25 from each side, you end up with 2x equals 65, so that's the subtraction property of equality. And then divide both sides of the equation by 2, and you get x equals 32.5, which is the division property of equality. Alright, let's look at number 2. Again, we start out with the given information. So what has been given to us is that angle ABC and CBD are supplementary. We also know some measurements. We know the measure of angle ABC is 5x plus 4, and we know the measure of angle CBE is x minus 2, and the measure of angle EBD is 3x plus 7. So that's our given information. So what does it mean to be supplementary? Supplementary means that the angles would add up to 180 degrees. So the measure of angle ABC plus the measure of angle CBD equals 180 by the definition of supplementary. Now we're going to run into a little problem here with trying to just substitute like we did with the complementary angles in step 3 above. And the problem we run into is we have something to substitute angle ABC with, it's right there. But we don't have a measurement for CBD just yet. Well, if you look at the picture though, CBD is made up of these two pieces. So by angle addition postulate, I can find an expression for the measure of angle CBD. So if I add the pieces x minus 2 to the piece 3x plus 7, that would give me the measure of angle CBD, and that is by the angle addition postulate. Now from there I can go ahead and simplify to get a simplified version of that amount. Add the x and the 3x, the negative 2 and the 7, so 4x plus 5 is the expression for the measure of angle CBD, and now this can be substituted in right here. Alright, so number 5, we go ahead and substitute in, and we get 5x plus 4 plus 4x plus 5 equals 180 by the substitution property. Combine your like terms, so that's simplify, and you get 9x plus 9 equals 180. Subtract 9 from both sides, you get 9x equals 171. That is the subtraction property of equality. And then divide by 9 and you get x equals 19, which is the division property of equality. Alright, back side. At number 3 we can talk about situations when I get back, because that's going to be different for every person. Number 4 is an example of deductive reasoning. It's actually using the properties of inequalities to make that logical conclusion. Number 5 is an example of inductive reasoning, and it's inductive because of this statement right here where it says Josh, all other brands that Josh knows of. He doesn't necessarily know every single brand that there is, so he's just going by his observations. That's inductive. Number 6 is also inductive. There's no law that says macaroni and cheese has to happen on Wednesdays. And number 7 is deductive. There is a law that Anthony had to take driver's ed before he got his license, And since he has his license, it's safe to conclude that Anthony took driver's education. Okay, that's the end of this video. The next video is going to start with our notes. So watch the adjacent angles video next.